Good morning, gang. Happy Monday morning. All right, we are into Thanksgiving week. So hopefully some of you guys are on vacation this week. I know it used to always be my favorite week to take vacation because I'd get 9 days off, weekends included, for 3 days worth of vacation. Because most companies, a lot of companies, at least the ones I work for, most of them are closed on Friday. So hopefully you've got some time off to get ready for the change of seasons, maybe the last mow of the lawn, rake some leaves, put up some Christmas decorations. Yes, not holiday decorations. And just chill for a little bit. Wanted to start your week off with some good news, okay? And I don't know, every once in a while something positive is nice to hear. Notoriously, Americans have always been giving people, okay? Yes, we have plenty of our takers in the country, but we have a lot more people who are generous, all right? There's enough selfish people around, but I kind of like to surround myself with the generous ones. Hey, help a friend out, help somebody out. Put your shopping cart back in the stall, stop and help a guy if he's got a flat tire, that sort of stuff, right? And it's a mindset that a lot of us are going to have to embrace or even learn, considering everything's going on in the world. We're going to rely more and more on the assistance of others for a lot of stuff. We already do, okay? I mean, we've seen the hurricane last year in North Carolina, East Tennessee. We've seen the flooding that we had in Texas. We saw the fire that we had in Maui. We've seen God knows how many tornadoes in, I'll say, the whole Midwest and the Great Plains, all over the place. I mean, there's somebody I know here in town. Well, I don't know them. One step removed. Somebody I know, their sister's house burned down about a week ago. And so communities rallying around to help. And we do the same. And a lot of Americans do the same as well, okay? We have our Christmas drive going on right now. You guys know about that. As of Saturday, because there's no mail on Sunday, we have raised $2,641.70 so far. If you're interested in contributing to that, we've still got a little less than 2 weeks till I will wind up going shopping. So if you want to Venmo anything, the Venmo address is below. If you want to mail me anything, the post office box is below. But right now we're at $2,641. I'm hoping to get to $5,000, but we'll see what happens. Okay. But it's not just us. And I was kind of looking up, I wanted to see with the struggles that everybody, I don't care how rich you are or whatever it is, you're looking at prices in the grocery store and you're still going, crap, what the hell is this? I mean, we stopped at Walmart last night, and there's a funny story in there too. We stopped at Walmart last night, picked up coffee, generic brand coffee, okay, a can of cranberry sauce, because I missed that when I was picking up all my Thanksgiving stuff, a bag of chocolates, and some birdseed. $55. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, but yeah, that's how crazy it is. The funny story, I'll just give you a sidebar from yesterday. This is hilarious. So we had to go into town. Friends wanted to go into town, so we made an evening of it. I know, exciting life when you go to Cracker Barrel and Walmart for your Saturday night enjoyment or Sunday night. So we went to Cracker Barrel for dinner. Get this, Sunday afternoon, 5 o'clock, Cracker Barrel was out of mashed potatoes, brown gravy, biscuits, cornbread, lemons for an iced tea, and spoons. One of the people in our group got chicken and dumplings. Can I get a spoon? we don't have any. You'll have to use the iced tea spoon. How the hell is a restaurant out of spoons? Okay. Don't tell me the dishwasher didn't show up. Somebody can wash dishes. So obviously they don't have enough spoons. That was kind of funny. But yeah, Cracker Barrel's got bigger problems than imaging. But so I was looking up food bank donations, and I wanted to see what the public was doing in response, because we just came out of this whole shutdown, SNAP issue, and everything like that too, right? So a lot of people were struggling. And sure, 90% of the people on SNAP are defrauding the system, but there's easy 10% of the people who legitimately need SNAP. Single moms, they're working, work isn't covering all the bills, whatever. Not the guy going, I'm too lazy to go to work. I'll defraud the government and see if I can get my disability and my food stamps. Those guys should be out shoveling dog shit in state parks, but that's it. But so I looked this up to see how things are going. This is good. There has been a significant surge in food bank donations in the fourth quarter this year. People are actually trying to help out. Now, I'll say this, if you go into the demographics of food banks, conservatives are mostly donors, liberals are mostly recipients. That's just the way it works, okay? But you start looking at some of this and go, okay, we're helping out. The Mormon Church, you guys know I'm not Mormon, okay, but I lived up in Utah, and they helped me out there a little bit when I was trying to get back on my feet. The Mormon Church has sent 250 truckloads of food to different food banks across the U.S. Good. One of the few churches, if you will, that actually gives back to the community. I told you my stories on why I left organized churches, but go find the other videos on that. The food banks are seeing record donations, which is crazy, because as expensive as food is, people are still finding it in their budget to go, you know what, I can donate a little bit, or I can do something. So I wanted to see, I've told you guys for what we're going to do, I wanted to see what the needs are. So I was looking to see nationwide what the needs are. Pasta, rice, canned meat, peanut butter, canned vegetables, and canned fruits. I'm betting when I talk to Kitty next week that she's going to tell me something very similar as to what they need. And you think about that. All those things are preppers' staples. Pasta, rice. We didn't hear beans, okay? Pasta, rice, Spam, okay? Or pick something. Peanut butter, canned vegetables, canned fruit. How much of that do you have in your pantry right now? I'm betting boatloads, okay? I'll give you something else to do just in case you were on vacation this week. Maybe it's a good week to go clean the pantry. Go take a look at all that food that you've got stored and see what's near expiration date. And if it is, and you're not going to eat it in the next, let's say it expires at the end of the year. You're not going to eat it in the next month. Go take it to the food banks. Somebody will eat it. You're going to replace it anyway. Give it to somebody else. Help them out. It's an advantage we got. Remember, too, it's also a tax deduction. Okay? Not that most people aren't looking for some of those sometimes. Donating to charity is always a good thing. But go through your pantry and take a look and say, okay, these canned goods are, expire 1/26 or whatever. If you're not going to eat 2 cases of green beans between now and then, go give them to somebody who might. Okay. This is Thanksgiving week. we all, most of us at least, have something to be thankful for. We're still living, walking, breathing. Hopefully, our family is still intact. We're not suffering in a hospital. We're not homeless. Our house didn't burn down. There are people that are suffering. Remember that. The next time you go, oh, poor, poor me, my life is so terrible. And when you go, I'm going to say this as I sit in my living room, typing on Twitter, bitching about how bad your life is after you just finished dinner. There's some guy out there who doesn't have electricity, doesn't have a roof over his head, didn't just finish eating dinner, doesn't have a warm bed to go sleep in tonight. We've all gone through trials and tribulations in our lives. If you got out of it, somebody helped you. Maybe it's time to give back. If you're in it, thank God there are people that are willing to help. Because, as always, it takes a village. It takes a community. Be part of the community. Because, you know me and karma. There's going to be a day, somewhere in your life, you're going to need somebody's help. And when the aura that is the world, when God looks down and says, oh, you need help? How much help did you give other people? And the answer is none. How much should you expect? Just a thought. Have a good morning. Pinball out.